If a bad guy wants to shoot his way through a classroom door, it wouldn't be too hard.
With a few shots around the doorknob, you could easily kick in the door and breach the interior.
The door next to it looks about the same, but it's an armored door developed by a Utah company called LifeSafe.
Okay, range is hot.
The back of the door shows some damage, but the armor stops the lead and holds it embedded in the door and glass.
You'd have to shoot it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times before you could get anything through it. If we can keep the perpetrator out of the classroom, then we're going to keep kids safe, we're going to keep them alive.
Armored doors won't bring an active shooter situation to an end, but they could buy time to give law enforcement a chance to get to the scene. After 18 months on the market, though, the only buyer has been the courts building in Sandy. Not a single school has bought in. Perhaps the cost doesn't match the level of risk, $1,500 per door. And schools have a lot of doors.
Lots of interest in the schools. The budget cycle for schools is quite long.
It's the same story with this classroom armor system developed in Centerville in 2013. So far, not a single buyer, and up to several $1,000s a classroom for the hardware. But what about software to protect kids at $1,500 per school?
This product buys time, and time saves lives.
Captain Tyson Budge leads the Logan Police Tactical Unit. He's a fan of new software called DUR-S, developed by a Logan company.
I think this system answers a lot of emergency responder questions.
It's already been purchased by the West Side School District, just over the Idaho state line from Logan.
It just functions in the background. So instead of putting bars on the windows or gates around our school, we choose this option that helps be able to help keep us safe.
The software connects every computer in the school and every teacher's smartphone to first responders for all kinds of emergencies.
Hang on, guys.
Teacher Brent Adams and some student volunteers acted out for us a possible scenario, a gunman in the hallway. The teacher takes a look, locks the door, and triggers a silent alarm on his smartphone.
All right, guys, this is lockdown. Let's go over here and line up.
The alarm right now is going out district-wide. Law enforcement's notified, the seminary building's notified, and all three buildings in the district are notified.
On a map, each teacher updates their classroom's status every minute or two. Green, safe. Red, unsafe. And they can type in details such as the shooter's location, tipping the balance a bit more in favor of law enforcement.
Better information faster so that we can have a better response.
But are all these security worries blown out of proportion? Does it just cause needless anxiety?
It's better safe than sorry, I guess. It's a good thing that we'd be prepared.
Statistics on school shootings are notoriously squishy, but it's clear the risk is extremely small. By one academic estimate, the annual risk of a shooting for each school is one chance in 53,000. A student shot and killed at school? One chance in 15 million. Child psychologist Douglas Goldsmith says some kids are already extremely anxious at school.
We don't shield them enough from scary news stories.
But he said parents would be angry if there were no security measures, and the hardware or software might actually reduce anxiety for kids if they're presented with the right message.
We're better than the bad guys. You know, the bad guys, they're going to try to get us, but boy, they won't be able to get us.
John Hollenhorst.
Everyone's here, we're all accounted for.
KSL 5 News.